Welcome back to the LBN Tag Team Championship Tournament. We are through to the semi-final stages now, and kicking us off tonight, it's the Bangalore Beauties against those Barrow boys. So here we have two teams that are on quite good terms normally, but there are of course no friends when there are titles on the line. It's a table match to see who advances to the final and gets their hands on those LBN tag titles. Now, the Bangalore Beauties in the olden days of LBN held those titles, I think, 2 or 3 times. They had a great feud, of course, with Matt Hall and Mack from the Raynegades. They handed the titles back and forth to each other a couple of times. Mainly in part to some of Matt Hall's strange proclivities for bats. But both teams have the chance to get to the finals here, or it could be two absolutely new teams that go to the finals. Mack spent most of his time in the original LBN on his own, getting screwed over, as he put it, claiming that Russo Ford had a conspiracy theory against him. And that was what was holding him down from getting any of the big chances. Mack during that time took several sweet chin musics to the face, but he got up every time, and now he's found a good friend in Big Pete, the former Sheffield Wednesday defender, and they have been inseparable ever since, spending many's a night in Wetherspoons. But back to the match here, and in the early going, the veterans Bangalore Beauty oh, look at Manny go. He's ready to dance. He's going to start a dance party here tonight. The veterans are in control at the moment, but here comes Mack. Can he get anything going for his team? Oh, and in tandem, the Barrow boys take control. Big DDT from Mack there. And he's the first to go and retrieve one of these wooden tables. The goal is to put both of your opponents through a wooden table. One is not enough. Pete having a little bit of a rest out there on the outside. He won't want to stay out there for too long, otherwise Mack could end up in a lot of trouble. And if you go one down, that pretty much spells the end of the match near enough. Pete wiping his feet on the way in there. What a gentleman. Big forearm to the face of Lovegun, Tom Lowry. And look at this, Manny. Manny's been very confident tonight. Some would say he's been a bit cocky, and that could come back and bite him, but we'll wait and see. A couple of missed punches there from Manny, thrown to the outside by Mack. Pete, I'm not sure if Pete knows what the meaning of this match is, but he's throwing that table back out again. Oh! And what a manoeuvre that was by Mack. He's gone and got the other table now. And Pete's also got the table. There's going to be 2 in there, and it's going to be Tom on his own. So let's see what he can come up with. Big backdrop there. And then a couple of little nudges off that table to Tom's back. Set up in the corner now. Tom having a bit of an old sit down. Oof! He gets, I don't know if that was a knee or an ass to the face there, but that's something that Tom is more likely to give than receive. Pete just hammering on the back of Manny Panther there. Tom is thrown into a table. Could this be the end of Tom? Manny Panther, is he going to stop it? He's not even noticed that Tom is eliminated first from this match. Manny, I don't think he realises the trouble that he's in just yet. Tries to throw Pete in once. It's blocked by Mack. Mack blocks the second attempt. This is some great teamwork by these new lads. Oh, and this could be it already. Mack with the big power bomb. And the Barrow boys are the first team into the final. Well, that is a turn up for the books. I wasn't quite expecting that. But Mack and Big Pete, the Barrow boys, are the first team in the final, and on that display you think they have quite a good chance. And the next matchup is the Flash and Ass Pandemic against the Raynegades in this other semi-final, who will meet the Barrow boys for these LBN Tag titles. So the Flash and Ass Pandemic, great showing in their first match here on LBN. The always ambivalent and ambiguous Cowboy Gerogey and Cowboy Kenny, but it doesn't get much bigger than these two guys. Matt Hall, Mack. Tag team specialists, really. Matt wasting little time getting rid of his brother Daryl Hall and his friend John Oates. So, another friend of his, Cowboy Gerogey, I imagine he could be feeling the same fate. But let's wait and see what happens. Big fan favourite here, the Flash and Ass Pandemic. Joey's out, not allowed out here for fear that he'd go through one of these tables, and he's feeling a little bit under the weather at the moment. I don't think he could get the day release due to the current protocols. That's a big back elbow there from Cowboy Gerogey into Mack's face. Mack tells me he's got the bifocals fixed. Still no lenses in them, but he says I can see a little bit better out of them now, so we shouldn't see any more if there was stray punches. He's trying to get Gerogey to stand back up. Gerogey wasn't having any of it, but he's got him up eventually. On the outside, meanwhile, Matt giving some hard wood to Cowboy Kenny. I'm not sure how much he likes that, but here we go. Getting this table into the match for the first time now. Whoa, what a maneuver by Gerogey. And don't the fans love to see that? Both teams back in the ring now. That's a stiff right to Kenny. But oh, ooh, right on the ass. And another one for good measure. No, oh, even worse. The big backdrop on the table itself. And now Mack's going to take some punishment from the Pandemic. Gerogey thinking about setting that table up in the corner, doing a bit of posing, decides against it, throws it down. And he's going to have a bit of a rest in that corner whilst Kenny does all the heavy lifting in this match. Oh, here we go now. Gerogey. Oh, big German suplex to Mack. Gerogey out of the ring, back in the ring. Great work. Now, chops up against that table, trying to wear Kenny down before he tries and puts him through it, no doubt. Oh, and there it is, the twist of fate to Kenny. And that could leave him in a bad way if Matt decides to put him through this table. Matt's picking the table up. What's he going to do with it? He's putting it on this other turnbuckle. Not sure what was wrong with the first placement, but that's Matt's prerogative. Kenny going outside for a little bit. I think he's looking for Mack, but Mack's back in the ring. And oh, Mack actually stops Gerogey from going through the table. And that could have been a mistake. Oh, it is a mistake. Mack is the first to go through a table. Big jump from Cowboy Kenny there, but I don't know what Mack was doing, stopping Matt from putting Gerogey, I think it was, through the table and then getting through the table. And look at these big drops on the ground region. There's that jump again from Kenny, flamboyant as ever. And now Matt finds himself in quite the bad situation, getting all kinds of kicks. Unfortunately, Mack, you're out of here. That leaves these veterans in a bad spot now. Clotheslines to Matt. He's not been able to get anything going since this match ejected his good friend Mack. Gerogey throwing that table out of the ring. And there's a big jump from Gerogey. What a guy. Oh, and there's another one. Playing up to the fans a bit at them, and it doesn't seem to be worrying about Magnum Matt Hall at all. But oh, there we go. And a kip up. Wow, what a spectacle, as always, from these flashing ass cowboys. Oh my. Look at the dancing. That's for Joey Zoit, stuck back in his prison cell tonight. All the best, Joe. Get well soon. And the boys are doing him proud. Whipped into the corner now. It's a big chop. They'll feel that in the morning. Oh, and Snake Eyes. Matt has just been abused by these two cowboys. Oh, thrown to the outside. Oh, big flying forearm. Matt does not have much of a chance. It's slim to none here. Oh, I thought he'd reversed it, but Gerogey able to reverse that back into the neck breaker. And Matt must now be dreaming of the sweet release that the table will give him when he goes through it, because there is absolutely no way that he's getting back into this match. Cowboy Kenny throws him back into the ring. And he's going up top. Oh, big. Goodness me. Big German suplex. I'm not sure what Kenny was doing. Gerogey had enough. I guess he wants Kenny to get a bit of fanfare here. He says to Kenny, you can finish this job now. Let's take this to the final. Matt, the suplex. This match is all over. And would you believe it? The Flash and Ash Pandemic roll on into the final, into that ladder match against the Barrow boys. Coming up very soon to crown the new LBN champion. We're going to have a brand new LBN Tag Team champion. It's going to be the Barrow boys, or the Flashing Ass Pandemic. Thank you, and good night.
Here